Hey, today we are doing 2.1. 2.1, we are learning to find slope from a graph. This entire unit is about slope and lines. By the end of the unit, we will be able to graph a line and look at a line and find the equation of it, no matter what information we are given. So go ahead and throw your name on here. These do have a front and back, and they do need to get glued in. Put your name down for now. It is currently first hour. Hey, we've got some general notes about what slope is here at the top. So the steepness of a line is called its slope. So slope tells us how steep a line is. This week in particular, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, we are learning how to find slope in three different ways. Today we're learning how to find it from 2 points, or 2 points that are already graphed. Tomorrow, or I guess Wednesday for you guys, we're learning how to find it from a table, and then Friday we're learning how to find it from 2 ordered pairs. So for today, finding the slope when given 2 points, or when given a graph or 2 points on the line, we're first going to plot the 2 points if we need to do that. So sometimes the points are plotted for us, sometimes we need to plot the points. From there, we always need to start from the left. We read from left to right when we read a book. We are going to read our graphs from left to right as well. Okay. Once we start reading, we are first going to find the rise or the fall of our graph. So how much we're going up, 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 or how much we're going down, 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 down. So as we go from left to right, how much we're going up or how much we're going down. If we are rising and going up, that will be positive. If you want to put a little arrow to yourself, that would be that direction. If, as we are going left to right, we are falling, we are going down, that is going to be negative, and our graph is going to be going that direction. Okay, once we find that rise or fall, then we always find our run, and we always run to the right. So we go from left to right. We always run right this direction. Okay. M is our universal letter that stands for slope. So M always stands for slope. And for today, our slope formula is rise over run right. Most people just say rise over run. But if we don't specify which way we're running, how are we supposed to know? Okay, there are 4 types of slope that we need to know and that we will see throughout this entire unit. Most of the time, our slope will be positive or negative. If a slope is positive, as we are going from left to right, that line is going up. If a slope is negative, as we are going from left to right, that line is going down. If you currently have a Chromebook out, put it away. There's no reason to have a Chromebook out right now. What does a slope of 0 look like? Straight across side to side. So a slope of 0 is straight across side to side. And we are going to get that when we have 0 over any number, because that equals 0. So 0 divided by anything is 0. I just used a number sign to represent any number. And then the last one is an undefined slope. What does an undefined slope look like? What is our last option that we don't have? It's just a straight vertical line. So a undefined slope is a straight vertical line anywhere on your graph. And that happens when we have any number over 0, because you can't divide by 0 and then it ends up being undefined. So if 0 is on top, it's 0. If 0 is on bottom, it's undefined. Do you have a note sheet? Is there a note sheet on your desk? Yeah, okay, just checking. Okay, whoever is playing with the coin, please stop. Alright, any questions about any of these notes before we dive into our examples? Okay, then let's go look. We've got 2 examples on the front here. So for both of these examples on the front, our graphs are already made and we have little dots on our graphs at the corner. So you are going to pick any 2 points next to each other. So you can either use these 2 points or these 2 points. Don't use these 2 points. I'm just going to use these 2 ones. We're going to count our rise over our run to the right. We always start on the left. We either go up or down, and then we always go to the right. When we are counting how far up we go and how far over we go, we count the whole box. We don't count the lines. So I do little scallops. We are going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So our rise there is 4 over. Our run here is 1. So our slope is 4 over 1. We can leave that as 4 over 1, or we can just call it 4. So that one has a positive slope. So as I'm going from left to right, I'm going up. I count my rise, which is 4, over my run, which is 1. Okay, the next one, what type of slope is this graph? Negative, because I'm going down as I go from left to right. So I'm going to pick any 2 dots next to each other. So I can do these 2, or these 2, or these 2, or these 2. You don't want to do like this one and this one, because then you're going to have to count a ton and reduce, and there's no reason to do that. So I'm just going to use these 2. So I'm going to count how far down I go. I go down 1, 2. So that means my rise is actually a fall. It's negative 2. So I go down 2. And then for my run, I go to the right 1, 2, 3. So down 2, over 3. And that cannot be reduced any, so I just leave it as is. Hey, any questions about either of those examples? Alright, flip this over then. We've got 2 more examples on the back, but for these 2, the points aren't plotted yet. We have to plot the points. So since it's been a whole summer at least since you've probably plotted a point, let's remember some stuff about plotting points. When we are plotting points, our coordinates are x, comma, y. X always comes first. I remember it's the order of the alphabet, X, Y, Z. Okay? So they go in the same order the alphabet goes in. Your x coordinate moves you either right or left. So your x coordinate is what tells you whether you're going to the right or the left. It moves you to the right if it's positive, that's why there's a plus sign there, or the left if it's negative. Just like on a number line. So on a number line, right is positive, left is negative. Your y coordinate moves you up or down. So it's up if it's positive, which makes sense, and it's down if it's negative. So that one's kind of like an elevator. Going up, 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 it would be positive, and then negative to a basement would be down. Right. So there's a quick reminder on how to graph points. And then let's start graphing points. We'll do some point graphing practice tomorrow or Wednesday, I guess. But we just don't have time today because it's a Monday. We never have time to do things on Monday. Hey, -1, 2. -1 in my x coordinate spot tells me to go left 1. So I always start at 0, 0. I'm going to go left 1, and I go up 2, and I put a dot. -1, 6 means I start at 0, 0. Once again, I always start at 0, 0. -1 tells me to go left 1 and up 6. Once I get those 2 points graphed, I can go ahead and connect them. What type of line is this? It's undefined. Why is it undefined? Because it's straight up and down. It is undefined. So if I were to try to go find the slope of this, I would count my rise and I would say, okay, well I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. How much do I go over? 0. So it would be 4 over 0. Am I allowed to divide by 0?
No.
No. We talked about that last unit already. So 4 over 0, since I'm not allowed to divide by 0, it's going to be undefined. And I just write U and D instead of undefined. You can spell it all the way out if you really want to. Hey, very last one. We've got -5, 4. So that tells me I need to go left 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they're numbered. And then up 4. Put a dot there. And then -3, -2. So left 3, down 2. And then I can connect these. What type of slope is that going to give me? Negative. So I already know it's going to be negative. Let's count our rise over our run. So I'm going to go down and to the right. I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So down 6, so it's -6 over. How many to the right do I go? 2. 1, 2. So -6 over 2. -6 over 2. What can I divide both 6 and 2 by? What can I divide both 6 and 2 by? 2. So -6 divided by 2 would be -3. And 2 divided by 2 would be 1. So you could divide it out and reduce it like that. Or you could just say -6 divided by 2 is -3. If a fraction can be simplified, it needs to be simplified. So for example, if I had like 4 over 8, what fraction is 4 over 8 the same as? 2 over 4. What fraction is 2 over 4 the same as? 1/2. There you go. So you need to simplify things as far as they can go. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. Bye, video.